You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Bad Girls Club After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Bad Girls Club After Show.
Hey, I get it. What? That's right, I said it.
Live the life you wish you had.
I gotta learn the rest of these.
I know. Bad girls. 2 chains in this bitch. Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? Bing is for doing, and we are doing another AfterBuzz TV After Show for Bad Girls Season 9, Episode 13. I can't even read. Fist, fist, bang, bang.
Fist, fist, bang, bang.
Makes sense. Appropriate title. New time. Sorry, guys. The last night's episode was so crazy that we had to sleep on it,
Yes.
think about it, and then come back the next day, and we're coming live raw. Unfortunately, I can't comment on her lovely outfits today. Stephanie Bauer is not with us. Neither is Mykee Wattz. But it's totally okay because we're going to get it pumping. The one, the only, Chevonne Hughes is in studio.
Hello, everybody.
And you're probably like, hey, wait a minute. I recognize this girl sitting right next to her. We have the one, the only,
I like
Somaya Reese.
The only. You can call
The hip-hop legend.
Thank you.
Give him a little, show him the outfit, hunty.
Hunty.
Yeah, she's giving you a little pop of color right there.
Give him shoulder, honey.
With that crocodile bag you got right there.
Bro.
She's coming hard in the
Be
paint.
mad, honeys. Be mad.
Oh, all right, we are back live.
I'm exhausted,
Yeah.
too.
Samaya was like, all this fighting? Like, what?
They getting paid? Like, what's good?
Samaya couldn't even get up off the chair at the end of this episode. She was like, we gotta record
I
it.
was like, I think I need a drink.
This show does make you want to drink.
Yeah, like last season, it was like an issue with like anxiety. Like
Yeah.
Melina and I both have anxiety issues because we were like, oh my
I was
God,
having a mental
I can't deal
breakdown.
with this right now.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
The after show is like Bad Girls Club. We lose our hosts throughout the season because they're just like, I can't take this shit
yeah,
no
I cannot
more.
take this, honey. That was crazy. Yeah.
Well, speaking of giving and taking, let's talk about Julie and Fallon, lesbian love affair. Random.
Out of nowhere.
So, okay, here's my thing.
I think they've been having it. I mean, to be fair, everybody, this is the first time I'm watching.
Watched a full episode.
A full episode. But since you guys were like, oh, that's kind of a surprise, I bet you they've been getting it on. They just didn't get it on camera yet.
Well, here's
Here's
what I was
like that.
thinking.
They was probably being slick.
I feel like Julie was being slick. I feel like because Julie's such a mastermind, I feel like, and not that she tried to do it with any mean intentions, but I feel like she got really close to Fallon and was like, I think she's a lesbian, and I think she had like a warmness in her heart and wanted to like help pull it out of her.
Right.
I kind of just feel like that. Like Fallon just says these things like, I had a void in my, in my life.
Yeah.
Julie fills it. I could never bring a girl home because my mother would kill me. Like, these are things that people go through in the gay culture. Like, you know, you can't come out because of your family. You have to suppress it. But then when you meet somebody and it comes out, it's like...
You can't. I mean, love is love and lust is lust, and you can't... You can,
and they got that lust in. I mean,
they got it in. I was like, what?
And maybe they were borrowing Ashley's dildo.
Yeah, maybe.
Because we were like, how are they moving like that?
It was strap-on action.
It was strap-on?
For sure.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, like, if we're going to play
Let's keep it
detective
G.
on it.
That's what it was.
Let's keep it X.
Let's play detective now. Like, you know, like, Fallon never showed any guys love, and guys never showed Fallon any love, right? And Julie was always paying for Fallon's stuff. So maybe, Somaya, you are correct. Maybe they have been kind of,
kind of on the low. I mean, like sometimes they're also on TV, so you got to be a little, slick depending on how okay you are with being out there like that.
Very true.
So one might not, as you said, the other one might be.
With Julie, I feel like she is an opportunist in the sense
she's the one with the black hair, right?
Yeah.
Fallon is the one with the funky hair.
The little
She
ferret-looking
masterminded getting like 3 girls out. But getting other
basically
people to
almost
do it for
every
her.
girl, yeah. And she's talked so much shit in this house, and the ending of this, like, I almost wanted to fast forward through the goodbyes. Like, I don't care about these girls. Like,
but girls are emotional. That's what happened.
I know.
That's what they might have been on their period.
Yeah.
Very true.
Which
They all synced up. They all synced
girls
up.
are that.
Yep, they were riding together for 3 months. All the same
3
time.
months, like, I can't wait to get out of this bitch.
And then they
but
turn
I'm
around and
ready
like, I
to
can't stand that bitch anyway.
And well, yeah, exactly. It was a hey boo. Well, this bitch. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, and there was just so much drama with this love relationship. They went out to party, and they're at the club, and Rima's drunk and being emotional, and like, Fallon, like, we have so much in common, more than the other girls, and like, Julie heard that and whoop, took it to the left, a little too far, and starts calling her out. And Julie was pretty bold, I felt. We actually have a phone call right now. Really? Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you from?
Hi, is this a Bad Girls Club?
Yes, it sure is.
Oh my God, I am so excited. I've been waiting since yesterday to call you guys. I love you guys. Oh my God, let me get outside because I'm in my dorm room right now.
I love it.
Get outside.
I'm sorry if I sound like a total dumbass.
Girl, it is okay. What's your name?
My name's Joanne. I live in Tucson, Arizona.
All right, girl. Oh, if you see Mikey out there, tell him we need him in the studio.
Oh my God, and I heard you guys have Somaya Reese in there.
Yes,
We
do.
sure do. Say hi to.
Hi, I was loving hip hop.
Oh, thank you. Hey.
It's an honor to be talking to all of you guys.
Oh, well, we're honored that you called
we love
in.
talking. Yeah, we love talking to you.
That you've caught up with us.
Give us the
'cause-
tea, honey.
Yes, give us the tea. What do you want to talk about right now?
My notes. Okay.
I love it.
My first thing is with Julie and Fallon.
Girl.
That was so gross.
Girl.
That was just like, and I think it's because I can't stand them both.
Right.
That I just hate them. Like that whole scene just creeped me out.
My thing
Even
is,
the people I was watching it with were just creeped out.
I don't like Julie. I've made that very clear. But
I hate her.
I kind of felt bad for her. Imagine being in bed with Fallon's talons like clawing into your legs, like.
That was her choice. She likes that.
Her toes are not cute.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, it looked like like the camel walking in the sand. Like, it was nasty.
I know. I mean, those toes. Oh my God. From
Did
that
they
one
really
episode,
zero in on the toes?
They
Girl,
did.
they
They were
did
getting
on that.
pedicures, and it went
It was
right
not
there to the
cute.
toes.
All right. So do you think what I said is I feel like Fallon was a lesbian to begin with, and I feel like Julie was trying to pull it out
I think
of
she's a
her.
lesbian. I think there's something going on there because she does give off that vibe. Like she's not really into dudes.
I've got a good gaydar.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
And I also think it's funny because that's the one girl that Julie never really tried to go after, and she was probably like, she's all right, dyke. I ain't going after that.
Yeah, and I think it was like the last episode, like Fallon was like, Julie doesn't want you, I don't want you, Rima doesn't want you, and I'm thinking in my head, Julie never wanted you, so why even adding yourself in the mix?
Right.
So, it's just all ridiculous.
What?
Oh, and then I have another point. Is it okay if I go off the Julie and Fallon thing?
Yes, girl. No, absolutely.
Okay, my other point, I have a few, so I may not be able to get to them all, but okay.
love this
My
so
other
much right
point
now.
is the girls coming back with Christina, Erica, Megan, and Andrea.
Ooh, I loved that moment. That moment.
Ghetto.
It was ghetto, but
It was
You wanna know
so
what's such a
ghetto,
punk-ass
crazy.
move? Remember in episode 8 after Megan beat Fallon and Rima's ass, Julie and Fallon were like, next time we see her, we're going to F her up and blah, blah, blah. Megan came back, and Megan was like, I'm ready to fight. Who wants revenge? None of them said nothing.
Silence.
Of the lamb,
Yeah.
bitch. Like, those crickets were so loud. Like, call them Jiminy, because
I was like, really all that snack and you had nothing? Like, I mean, it's, oh my God. And then it was just like, and then when Megan went after Blondie, that was just like, that was priceless, because I liked Blondie in the beginning, but I think now she's getting too, her ball, she's just like, she's just, you know, she's all up Rima's butt. She attacked Andrea for no reason. And then I remember Ashley even said, like, you know, if Megan comes after me, I'm going to fight back. Well, Megan said, let's go. Ashley looked scared.
Yeah. And the sad thing about Ashley is that Ashley, I think, had the most morals out of the people that were there. And it was really sad to see her take that path of beating everybody down when she couldn't back it up. You know,
she was flipping tables like Teresa.
Right. And then she was like, well, and then when Andrea and everyone was yelling at her saying you're doing this and that, she was like, let it go. Like, no, like, you know, they're still pissed. Like, it wasn't you that was being bullied and being jumped. It was her. So of course she's gonna come back being pissed.
Right.
Exactly. And we're gonna. What was? You have another topic?
Oh yeah, I'm probably taking too much time.
No,
so.
please.
I'll just skip the whole leaving the house. I have to be honest. I skipped that part. I didn't care about those bitches.
Exactly. That's exactly what I just said.
I hated them. I could not stand Rima anymore. I could not stand Ashley. I definitely can't stand Fallon and Julie. And then I felt like Natasha and Julie are kind of irrelevant. So.
But I did like that Tasha made the comment. She was like, "So why didn't you bitches fight them?"
That was the most relevant thing she did all season, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good comment too, because it was just like, oh, and then Erica with that dance.
The hunty dance.
With the club
What
edit.
was that?
What? Hunty.
We could make a YouTube song from that.
She already has one, I believe.
It needs to be auto-tuned.
Right here, hunty. Right here, hunty. Right here, hunty.
You can't see us, but we're doing this fantastic dance that you can check out later.
All right, so before we get you off the line, do you have any questions for Somaya?
Like, what exactly are you doing, like, after, like, Love and Hip Hop? Because I heard you're not returning back.
Rumor has
it. Season 2 didn't show that I got a record deal. And yes, I got a record deal, and I also have my first record, Mama, on Top 40 Latin Radio. And I'm currently in talks with another record label buying me out of my old record label, which is good. And, you know, I'm just really focused on the music. That's the reason why I went on the show, because I'm not really interested in, like, doing the whole, like, reality thing, like Bad Girls Club, you know? I'm not thirsty for attention. Before I went on that show, I was already doing acting and, you know, here in Los Angeles. So the reality of the situation is that if I can't grow with the company offers zero growth, then I have to think about moving on.
That was real classy, girl.
That was,
you just said, that was real classy.
Business flag.
And because I mean, I'm a businesswoman, you know, first and foremost. That's why my name is Somaya Boss Reese, and I'm self-made, and I kind of want to represent for all the girls out there that, you know, they go hard for their dreams, and also for the people around the world that want to be inspired. That's what I am, and I'm an honest individual, and that's it. So I'm really just focused on the music. You know, about to go on tour.
Pay attention, next month we got some big things popping up.
Big things, and I'm just really excited that there's been a lot of people that have stuck by me through the years from MySpace, which is where I started my whole thing. So just, you know, really just the music and my acting and developing my brand. I'm really not interested in the thirst to be on TV. I'm really not interested in has-beens. And I'm really not interested in dealing with never will be's. So, you know, that's it. I'm just really about, you know, doing my own thing and showing people you can come up from nowhere. I mean, the attic girl is doing pretty good. So,
and we're gonna
things happen to good people.
Yeah,
exactly.
and those who hustle.
And make sure that you keep watching the rest of the show, because we're gonna dig into Somaya's brain a little more after we finish talking Bad Girls. But we want to thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for loving our show.
Thank you for listening to me. Wait, I have one quick fun fact, though.
Ooh, we love fun facts.
I don't know if you heard about it. It's about Megan James.
What?
Now, I found out that did you ever hear of a little show that 50 Cent used to have called The Money and the Power?
Yes.
Did you know Megan was on there?
I did not. Interesting.
Looks like we're going to YouTube.
She was on on there. She was on there. I think she was like 18 years old. She didn't win, but she got 4th place.
Really?
And it was like a contest to win $100,000 to invest in a business plan.
Well, this is the thing. I think Megan will beat a Natalie Nunn. I do think she's going to get out. I mean, you know, she's doing some things that I don't know, because there's a World Star's really promoting her right now. She's got a video up on the top.
Who's that one?
Megan is the one that came dressed like me. I wore my fighting clothes today, my gym clothes, ready to go here at AfterBuzz. I never knew, you know, Phil might come in and just act up. Marissa might get rowdy in the engineering booth.
But let's be real. Natalie has done a lot.
Natalie has done a lot.
Yes, and she will keep doing a lot.
That's where I feel like Megan could follow. I mean, and that's interesting that you brought that to the table. We want to thank you so much for calling in. Make sure you tune in for the 3-part reunion. Make sure you are listening and call in.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye. Now, before we get into the big fight, I just want to talk, you know, you were talking a little bit about your career in music, and let's talk about why you're really here. Yeah. You have something to do with Bad Girls, actually.
I do. As exhausting as the show is, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at Oxygen either, because my song Party with the World, which is one of my English singles, is the main premiere song of Bad Girls Club.
It sure is. And Marissa, if we could just get that sample to play on in, just so you guys, you know, because we've watched the episodes and you can hear it in the background. I can just picture them like just chugging drinks down and just.
That's they played the whole thing, and the part where it was like, I got tequila in my glass. All the girls were like,
oh, just chugging
crazy.
It down. And it's a great, you know, it's a great because I mean this show's in Cabo. It just has that whole feel for it. It's that party and everything like
and
that.
I've got a couple of other records on Bad Girls Club, but what was really dope about it is how they found like the right episodes to play it on, and how it's the premiere episode. I mean, people were tweeting me like crazy, like, oh my God, Somaya.
And I mean, they're really good at that because I honestly, out of all the reality shows, Bad Girls Club, I think, has the best editors ever.
Amazing.
They're amazing.
They need to win an award of some sort.
They're really epic. It blows my mind. All right. Now, and we can actually download that song, Somaya Reese,
you can, on iTunes. Correct.
After you download...
Video coming soon.
Yes. After you download that on iTunes, what we need you to do is go to the AfterBuzz TV podcast. We need you to find the Bad Girls Club. We need you to subscribe, rate, comment, and download. Please, please, please help us get to #1. You guys you guys show so much love on YouTube. Just help us out there. Get us to #1. Takes 3 minutes. Super simple.
And also, too, you can ask questions. I know we had a guy, Mitchell Markunis. Please forgive me if I said your name wrong, who asked where the girls were housed between when they were kicked off and when they came back for the photo shoot. What Jesse and I believe is just that they go back home, right?
Right. I don't think that they actually held them in Cabo for that long. I'm just assuming. We'll definitely go forward in figuring this out. But I believe they brought them home and then just flew them back because they knew it was like the last episode. They're like, oh, let's shock these bitches.
Oh, and it was a good.
And they shocked them.
I didn't even know what was going on, like, because I haven't seen it, but I was like, oh, the drama's about to start, honey.
It sure was. And let's get into it. We find out, I like what goes elsewhere in Cabo. We see the limo come out. We see Andrea, Erica, Christina, Megan just stepping out, and all these girls are looking good. And at the end, Megan comes out wearing a basketball shirt, and looking like Sierra, like like a boy.
Is that the one that was fighting? That was like
wanted to fight.
That crazy one, okay.
Oh. But
if you know, I think it's really weird when really pretty girls like just want to fight all the time.
But she doesn't want to fight all the time. If you watch her on the show, she was just.
But she was extra. She wanted to get her point across.
Because at the end of the day, it's funny because the girls that made it in the house tried so hard to get their point across.
Gotcha.
And it's just like. You do a lot of talking, but there's no action. And when you did do the action, you all gained, and they explain this, you know, they all ganged up, they all jumped all these bitches, and Now it's like, oh, now here come the tough bitches.
Yeah.
The real bad girls are back in the house. What are you going to do?
What makes them the real bad girls as opposed to the ones
Because
that were
there's
there?
a reason why
They got kicked out?
They got kicked out. There's a reason why the other girls didn't want them in the house. And now it always differs within the seasons of who runs the house. This season, someone who ran the house, I gotta, as much as I dislike Julie, I gotta say she's a very smart girl. She is a chess player. She read everybody and said, this is how I can use this one, this one, this one, and played them all against each other.
Gotcha.
She would get one piece of information and use it.
That's why we saw
infiltrate.
that clip from the reunion when when the host was like, she played you. And there was like a shot of Fallon. And so, like, it's going to come out.
And which one's the chess player?
Julie. The brown hair.
Okay, brown
The brown
the
hair
one who was in the
lesbian.
bed with...
Wow.
So the girls are at the photo shoot just loving it. They're like, yes, we're loving it. And they're like, oh, we have more girls. And Julie's like, ooh, more girls. Where? The lesbians all get excited, like, we have more girls. Wrong bitches. And it was just awkward silence.
Drop. And they're like, oh, what, you're not going to say anything? And then Fallon's ass is like, what'd she say? She's like, we're here. Yeah, we're talking.
Right.
We're talking.
And the funny part is, before the girls came, Andrea wrote them a little email saying, next time I see you bitches, we're going to fight, including you, Zuli. Because I think, and I do understand that, because I feel like Zuli never stepped in because she just
You're not
wanted
about that life
pussy.
if you're sending out emails. I'm sorry.
No, I think she is about that life. Because at the end of the day, out of all the girls, she fought all of them.
Right.
And she handled herself pretty well. And Fallon was talking all that ish. What did she say? We jumped her.
It's just mad weird to get emails. But I mean, I understand that's how this show works.
Right.
It's phone calls, emails. It's just weird. It's like, if I get a text message from someone, I'm about to.
Oh, Julie was the one. She
Girl,
said,
bye.
Andrea got her ass beat. No, bitch.
No. She got her ass jumped. That's different.
And Natasha, why are you talking shit? You didn't even meet her. You were the replacement.
Right.
So be a replacement and replace your words with something else, bitch.
Replace yourself with some personality.
Right. So then Rima gets the balls all of a sudden that she was probably sucking off in the corner, and then picks up the phone and starts calling Andrea, talking mad shit like, "Oh, bitch, you want to see who I'm about? When next time I see you,
And then my favorite.
Really? Because I didn't see that when they came into the house.
But don't forget the favorite line.
It was
was
cricket.
It was. She said, "Suck my dick and die slow, ho." Suck my dick and die. It was poetry.
Pound.
It was.
It was poetry.
That's a trending topic.
Yeah.
Twitter.
She must have been an English major. She must have been.
Clearly.
So Shakespearean of her.
And Rima, I just want to make a statement. What did she say? I wrote, really, Rima? You did Bad Girls Club for Ishmael,
Yeah.
your son? You did this show for your son, to show your son?
Oh, yeah.
How
I saw
strong
that.
you are.
It's crazy.
We have to. I mean, the first episode, she was saying.
Don't talk about the kids.
Yeah,
man.
she wanted to like suck. She's like, "Whose dick do I have to suck to get to the front of the line of this club?" And then she proceeded then to dance
That's
on the
the
table.
first thing we see of this girl.
To dance on the table with her ass out. Literally, her panties were on, like underneath her knees, dancing, flapping her ass. And I'm like, really? That's how you want to start it?
Ishmael's going to be proud, girl.
Very proud.
You did it for him. Do it for the ratchets. All right, so
Yo, that's
whatever.
crazy.
She's talking all this ish, hands in the air, just gangster with it.
Right.
Chicago, ooh, here I
Yeah.
am. And then, Megan comes in. Who wants to fight? Just again, Silence of the Lamb.
Right.
Pinocchio,
Yeah.
Jiminy Cricket. Just ain't nothing. And so Megan's like, okay, no bitches want to fight. Julie, Fallon, y'all. My thing is why are you still trying to be friends with Fallon?
Oh, Megan? I don't know. Maybe her real beef was with someone else and Fallon just got in the way. I mean, was there any legit beef? I can't remember.
I don't know. If you guys know, call us at 424-256-1729 if you guys know anything or you just want to talk some ish about these girls because they're doing DTM too much.
But she had an exact target. She knew who she was there for.
Right. Well, because I don't know if she really knew who she was there, unless Andrea went and called Megan, because I feel like maybe she made that decision up when they were all eating, and Andrea kind of said like, "Oh, I got jumped by all these girls," because really, Ashley, and I am glad she called out Ashley because Ashley looked like a liar, a damn liar, talking about. She was like, "Oh, you want to flip tables? You want to talk ish? You want to fight?" Ashley's sitting there like, I didn't say that. I did not do that. What are you guys talking about?
So why do you want to fight just me?
Really, bitch?
Just me.
Bam! Smack you in the face. And then this is how I know you're a bitch. When you laying back and you don't want to even get up and you just keep
kicking.
doing the windmill with your legs.
Dance.
The cockroach. Yes.
Cockroaches.
Yes. I love that.
And she got pulled off the couch.
Yep.
And then like scurried like a cockroach to the corner.
But how scared were all the other girls when Rima got up and Erica was like, no. Oh, yes, I loved it.
Love the drama.
Girl. And it's funny because I do watch the show and I'm like, wow, this is such, bad, like, for our culture. You know, like, girls shouldn't be watching this. Right. But when we do have, like, an episode of, like, them just loving each other and being friends, I'm like, this is boring. Like,
but it's okay. We need a show like this to show the girls of America, don't be like this.
Don't be like that.
Don't do this.
This is therapy for your kids.
It is. It's crazy.
Scared straight. That's what that is.
It was scared straight. So then all the other bitches are like, oh, wait, no, she got Ashley good. So Erica gets up in Rima's face, just how she did, gets up on the couch, and Rima was a little bitch. Now, and Q note, I hit up Ricky J to find out about the tattoo.
Yeah.
And I was like, why does Rima's tattoo look crazy? And he was like, because she's crazy. So I don't know if that means that she just wanted the tattoo to look
Did you
like
hear that, Rima?
or-
He just called you crazy.
Ooh, girl, you trying to start drama here.
you-
AfterBuzz, we don't do that.
Hey, girl, call us up. Let's get your side of the story.
So she did her whole little hunty dance there, and
That was so funny.
Rima sat real quiet. Real quiet.
That was one of my favorite moments. I think that
And
there are lights.
And the funniest
great,
part
it
is
was
she
great.
did that on purpose because that will always be replayed.
That was
It'll be
so
replayed at the
funny.
reunion. She'll be known for that. Good job,
Hunty.
girl.
That little dance of hers.
Marketing like that. What else do we have? Then we have Christina calls out Fallon, and Fallon wanting to sit there talking about, well, this is my thing with Fallon from the beginning of the episode. When she was talking about Andrea, when Andrea wrote that, she was like, Andrea want to talk all this shit now? She was like, if I was Andrea, I would have waited for y'all to come back to the... Bitch, please. You were the last one to talk shit. You do talk shit, but you're the last one to do shit. And...
Unless other people are involved.
Right.
You jump in last.
And you didn't do shit tonight. Christina slammed you on the ground. You got up and, like, started like wrestling, like put her in a headlock and all that, but bitch, she wasn't doing much. She was doing nothing. Now I did want to see Andrea fight, but I think that's all gonna be saved for the reunion because we did. We'll get to that
It's a
prediction.
3-part reunion too. Now I know when the reunions are extended, there is drama, child.
Beyond.
And with that many people on that show, that many girls.
And you already said it was technically
I
a
don't even
4-part
want to be a
reunion.
fly on the wall. I'm scared of having blood splatters this way. No, thank you.
That's why they had to replace Perez for freaking Tanisha
Who's that girl? She was one of the.
from Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
I can't.
I just want to know though, like with all these fights that might be going down or will go down in the reunion, how has no one been arrested? Charges filed? Because those fights look really,
wait.
There's a
really
clause
rough.
That's a good
in your
question.
contract.
So before we get into that,
okay.
before we get into that, that's a good segue
Right.
because we have someone who has done a reality show. So let's talk Somaya Reese. Now, before we get into all the positive, productive things you're doing in life, let's go back to the time.
Yeah.
The
Back in the
time
day.
when you were on a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop.
A couple months ago.
A couple months ago. What was it like being on a reality TV show? I know you've told me that you went into it with a different type of mindset,
Yeah.
thinking love and hip hop.
Yeah, love or hip hop or my love for hip hop. Well, when I went onto the show, as I've said before, I wasn't told the show would be about a bunch of chicks hating on me at all.
They never do.
They gamed me. Shout out to each one. They gamed me. I mean, they didn't tell me that, that's what it was about. It was basically like, oh, we're going to, just cover your story on, moving to New York, not knowing anybody. And they did. So
Were you friends with any of the girls prior to?
Not at all. No. Not at all. I did know of, I've heard of a couple of them. And the thing is, the crazy part about it is that When I went to
and when
New
you
York,
say that, you mean the famous Olivia, right?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Go on.
Look at you now. Look at you trying to start.
Oh,
something.
I'll throw shade.
What?
Go ahead. Go back.
I'm not in the business of making people relevant. So, the show. So basically, when I went on the show at that time, it was a very real moment for me. My father was really, really sick. My mother was going through her own health issues. So I went through this like whole artist depression thing of like, I can't find anybody that does this Spanglish type of music I want. I found someone that did it in New York and New Jersey. So I sold my car, sold all my belongings, and just packed up one bag and went out there. And during my time there, within the week, is when I got called in for a show that was coming out about music and hip hop. So, you know, everything that I was about fit what they were looking for. And again, they told me the show was going to be about hip hop and that there would be girls on it. And I represent Latin hip hop, which is what they did not show. But they did show it in other shows, the Atlanta spinoff. So I went on the show with just with a very clear head. And just right off the bat, you know, from the first episode when I met the girls, you know, everyone was hating on me and they were making fun of me. And as funny as it was to a lot of other people, you know, I kept it real with myself, you know, and I never lied and I never lived this facade that my life was happy. I was poor because I literally gave up everything to go there. And I wasn't sleeping up under a man's nuts, okay? I wasn't sucking off people just to have a place to live, which I could have. I'm not an ugly girl. Let's keep it all the way 100. Okay, honey. And I could have done all that, but that's not what I represent, you know? And
hip-hop's about the struggle.
Right,
people.
And I represent the realness of being an artist before you break, before anything happens. So Madonna was living in a closet, you heard?
And had $20 when she moved to New York.
Yeah, so it's I wasn't ashamed of that, but it was really sad how, you know, in the whole show, all they did was make fun of my clothes, make fun of this, but the reality of the situation is I wasn't embarrassed about it. It's cool. Like, yeah, so what? I don't have red bottoms at the time. You know, I didn't have all those nice clothes. Well, because I had to be on the show to make money, to make sure I paid for my father's medical bill because he was dying on me. That's why I did this show. So that's the reason why I was always fighting back. I was like, I don't care. Yeah, so what? I don't have red bottoms. Is there a problem?
Did you see a difference between season 1 and season 2? Like, was it as far as like the drama? Do you feel like they might have covered you a little better the first season?
Season one, it was pretty obvious, you know, the beef was, well, because of me and Chrissy, you know, we made Love and Hip Hop pop off, you know, and that is the reality of what happened. And I mean, I was always trying to be real with Chrissy. Like, listen, man, I don't want your man. I just want to make music. Like, I respect you. Like, and I didn't have to, right? So yes, they covered a lot of me in season 1. I didn't change who I was ever. It's just when I came back for season 2, I was like, hello, I'm here for the hip hop. I'm not here for the drama. If we are gonna have drama, I prefer to keep it at words than to hit somebody in the face on camera. But if necessity came to it, then I would defend myself. You know, so going right off the bat.
Off that, to what Chevonne was asking about the fighting on the show, like, is there? How do you not get arrested for? I mean, some of these fights are very physical. Is it something within the contracts that it's private or?
Well, the thing is that I think a lot of people are smart and they don't press charges. In our season 2, we had a girl that came on our show that called the cops like a snitch.
Oh, yeah.
You don't go on there and start fighting people and then call the cops on people. You a snitch. You not about that life. So just stop it with the hair pulling, okay? And she pressed charges, and then, of course, VH1 was like, really, bitch? Do you still want to be on this show? Okay, so
they were dropped?
So they were dropped. And none of that happened. So I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't press charges. On our show, I would say that the fights, I guess, you know, I didn't really see blood except for that one girl, which Kimbella sliced her face open, which was crazy. And I just think that that's what it is. But also, I think a lot of it has to do with these girls are like, well, I don't want to mess with the network and go up against the network. So I think that everybody's reasoning is different. And I really think that's why. Because if you've heard of a lot of shows, as soon as someone pressed charges, somehow they're not on the show anymore.
Right.
Or they're dropped and everything is, good.
Did you see yourself being kind of your storyline? Because I know what we've talked about is a lot. You tried to focus on your music and not really get involved with the girls.
Yeah.
Did you see yourself kind of being flushed out of
course.
the story?
I mean, I was involved with the girls to a certain extent, but you can't make me hate somebody. You can't tell me, okay, you're not going to like her.
Right.
Why? Like, for what? Definitely, that was definitely something that happened, but I really wasn't really mad about it because what people got to see in season 2 is the Somaya that I am. As long as you ain't confronting me, we're good. But if you're going to confront me, then, the thing is, I'm an inspiring person. I'm about my music. I'm not about, okay, I'm going to fight you. Like, for what? What's the prize? You ain't slicing my face up, boo. And I'm not breaking a nail, honey, for you,
That's
sweetie.
how you make your money.
Okay, this is all natural, so please don't bust it up. So that was my biggest thing is I'm not interested in your BS. So, I try to be the bigger person in season 2. Clearly, the direction, that's not what it was. So, yeah, they definitely started to flush out my storyline. But what I'm glad and I'm grateful for is that people did get to see that. They were like, wow, I wasn't sure about your season 1, but season 2, I see it was all about the music. Mm-hmm. I landed my own, I fired that one, Oompa Loompa. And, I still got the money from the investor, cut a check to Midi Mafia, still did my own thing, and I still got a record deal out of it. And that was my purpose. My purpose was, okay, loving hip hop. My love for hip hop is my Latin hip hop.
Right.
And that's what I represent. I really don't see anyone else representing love or hip hop, except for, let's say, Chrissy and Jim. They were really in love. They still are. They have their own spinoff now. Emily couldn't have her boo on there, obviously, because they were, in their thing. But where is that? So again, I do represent that. I'm an artist and I'm feisty. But come on now, man. I'm not an MMA fighter, bro. Like, come on.
It would be different.
See me off camera, boo.
Be a different type of fighting if you were on that.
Yeah,
So now you're off Love and Hip Hop. Where is the direction of Somaya Reese going?
Yeah. Well,
like we said, I know we have 2 singles coming out next month. Well, 2 videos coming out next month.
Yeah, I just had a meeting with Jesse Terrero, which is a very old friend of mine, and one of the first directors. Actually, I auditioned for him and his brother Ulysses. He will be directing my second single, which is called Descontrol, and it's featuring Lapis Mundial, which is like a really big rapper in the Latin world, especially in DR. And my homegirl Anais is on the record too. We will be shooting the video in Dominican Republic. And Jesse will be doing it. Me and Jesse are working on a couple projects. I'm signed to one of the top 5 agencies in the world. I have a very good team behind me. But I'm still doing my own thing,
Are you bi-coastal now?
I am bi-coastal. That's the thing. I've been here for like a little bit over a month. I just locked down 2 deals, which I'm very happy about. I'll be able to announce. And
are we going to get performances coming up soon?
Yeah,
are we
definitely.
See more?
Of course. I mean, I perform, I go wherever the people want me. I have never been someone like some people on my show who believe that they're too big to perform certain places. Like, you have to go where the people want you.
Right.
And that's what a real artist does, and so I just keep it on the humble, I just do my thing, and I keep making real boss moves by myself. Got a new team. I fired my old team,
and you keep yourself in very good company because
yes,
I actually
sweetie.
met you, honey, with the queen,
yes, honey,
the queen
it's all
bee,
about the gays,
Lil' Kim.
Yes, and Mike, yes. I love Lil' Kim. She's a very big influence in my life and has turned into be such a good friend, and she's a great person. But yeah, I just I don't roll with, you are the company you keep.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. You are the company you keep, and I believe firmly in that. So you want to be a winner, you surround yourself around winners.
Chang.
If you want to educate yourself, you want to be a Donald Trump, you hang with them. You should always be also the dumbest person in the room because you should be a student first. Always want to observe
life lessons from Somaya.
Yes, you can learn a lot from this boss, but it's the truth, and that's kind of where I've been to, where I'm at right now. So, Love and Hip Hop has been good for me. Just had a conversation with Mona. Season 3 is filming right now. I'm ready to make a big announcement about that. But I'm grateful to have been on the show because if anything, I showed people the realest thing that will ever be on Love and Hip Hop.
Very true.
A very honest story. My story's honest. I'm not fronting. Can't nobody say nothing about my shoe game now.
That is also
and you worked for it.
Yeah,
so.
and I worked very hard for it. And, it's really kind of an unfortunate thing because that they didn't show how the friendships had, like Chrissy and I weren't getting along season 1. We're fine now. We're completely
Who do you
past
still
that.
talk to from this season?
Well, Chrissy, I filmed on her show for her clothing line that's coming out with Emily and Talia, which is a girl on the Chrissy and Mr. Jones show. Mm-hmm. And Emily's a friend of mine I talk to. Kimbella's probably more of someone I talk to a lot because Kimbella's always been very open and honest and just very, she didn't have to really talk to me. And she was somebody that I eventually defended because once I got to know her as a person, not as a reality person, I was like, she's actually a really solid chick. Some people need other friends to bring out who they are. I talked to Jim. Jim's really cool. We got no beef, but I don't talk to anybody else. All the people that have beef with me, I don't have beef with them because I'm a vegetarian, boo. But they still talk about me.
Love that.
They still talk about me, and
they're male, girl.
Yeah. They talk badly about me because they have nothing good to say about themselves.
Right.
And some
or
people
anything going on in their lives.
At all.
Period.
Period.
Point blank.
Preach.
Well, so I want to thank you, Somaya, for joining us.
Yeah,
inspirational.
thank you.
We have
Definitely.
I know you have a lot of inspirational things
Shout out
coming
to Team
up.
Somaya.
Team Somaya.
Pound Team Somaya, because they have been huge fan base of mine that have been helping me out for
And you're
years.
giving them a little gift back, and that's just a spoiler alert. That's all I'm going to say. But check out next month because she's got a little surprise for Team Somaya.
Yes, definitely.
Very excited.
And thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
Thanks
Let's
for
get
being
into
here.
predictions because, girl, we got a 3-part reunion.
AfterBuzz
Child.
TV.
They have to keep being like, cut the tape.
I'm scared.
Now, rumor has it that the reason this was turned into a 3-part reunion is because something went down at the hotel that the girls were staying at, and it escalates to a bigger problem on the reunion. Rumor. I'm not sure if it's true. This is predictions,
I buy it.
gossip, throwing it out there.
Definitely buy it.
All right. Shout out to Cater Jones. She got us a picture of all the girls from season 10, so we'll show that on the next episode. And I know we talked about Jenna from season 8. She has music coming out. She will be calling in, not today, but within the 3 reunions. She's just finishing up her newest single, and we want to make sure you guys can buy that on iTunes right after you subscribe, rate, and download our AfterBuzz podcast. What do we think's going to happen? I mean, it looks like Erica, Christina, and Andrea pop off. Do we think Fallon and Julie will be, something wedged between them? Do we think Rima's going to pop off after everything she's seen?
I really hope someone gives it to Julie. But the thing is, none of the clips showed it. It was not it was all everybody else fighting amongst it. She's probably playing Puppet Master on the stage at that moment,
right?
Because she wasn't involved in squad.
It's gonna be a Royal Rumble.
That's
what it is.
I mean, 3 parts. There's
gonna be some weaves flying everywhere, contact lenses everywhere.
They're tying their hair back with bandana.
I hope somebody wore underwear because
oh jeez.
That's gonna be all in the air.
Megan showed up in some Nikes and some damn tight shorts. We have male strippers showing up.
For what reason? I'm not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well,
what
first of all, why they gotta show his balls all in the air?
Tiny whities, tiny whities.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants that.
Ugh.
No, and
But
clearly
I love me some men and all that, but nobody wants trying to see all that.
Clearly, these girls don't. These girls are half of them are lesbians. Half of them are lesbians.
Okay. All right. Good point.
Yeah,
Maybe
what was that about?
Maybe it's their gift back, saying, you know what? Since you guys didn't get any dick on the show, we're gonna give you some dick. Apparently, Ashley got one dick. She sucked one dick.
Her parents must be so proud.
You girls did us good. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Somaya, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We want to thank you guys again for just tuning in every single week. Make sure you guys call us throughout the reunion. We're going to be back to our normal time and normal place. Subscribe, rate, download. You can follow us, keep the conversation going. If you have any news or gossip, we're actually going to have one of the biggest Bad Girls bloggers dish out all the tea on our last episode, so I'm very excited about that. You can follow me at DJ Jesse J.
You can follow me at Chevonne_Hughes on Twitter.
At Somaya_Reese.
Yes, and check out her Instagram because
it be popping.
Fashion, everything.
Oh, shout out to all the Instagram fans because they said, hi.
And speaking of Instagram, AfterBuzz is now on Instagram, so make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Just subscribe, rate, download, comment everywhere, all over the damn place. Until next week, same time, same place, and download Party with the World.
Yes.
Somaya Reese. Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.